So this is a microbiology coloring book / textbook that I got from Amazon. I actually bought a different one first, but it got ruined from water, so I gave it to my kid. And I bought myself a new one. So I'm going to be using this for the first time because my other one got ruined before I could get a chance to use it, but I did flip through. So I'm just going to see what's interesting. We'll get a table of contents here. Importance of microorganisms to human, early microscopes, spontaneous generation, germ theory, microscopes, bacteria stuff, protein synthesis. The viral replication one looked interesting. Let's see. Ooh, antiviral vaccines and drugs. Toxins. Thrombocytopenia. I think I'm gonna check out that one. Let's just see what else there is. Beer production and wine production. Getting the most out of color. Let's see 105. This book involves coloring, lots of it. You'll be using color to identify a structure and link it to its name, title. Color will be used to differentiate one structure from another and to show relationships among structures. You will use color to emphasize action, heat, irritation, and it will be used to reflect cool or subdued states. You will give an aesthetic quality to the plates you have colored. What you have colored you will remember for years based partly on the colors you selected. This brief introduction on the use of character of color will give real support to your coloring goals by providing you with a basic understanding of colors and color matching. It will also provide you with the ability to extend a basic collection of 12 hues to 36 or more colors. Let's see. These are questions to consider. Principles of color, talking about primary colors and mixing, what a hue is, how to use colors. I'm more interested in this. Colors do many things visually and psychologically. One can create a sense of quiet relaxation, emotional stress, or intellectual excitement through color combinations. And an artist can make one color look like another color or make a color look brighter than it actually is. I have a to-do list on my phone that I do using Google Documents, and I use a lot of emojis, a lot of colorful emojis for that to help me color code things. And I also do it when I study for work. I'm studying for a promotion board, and I use color and emojis and different fonts and stuff to help me study for that. Let's see. We associate colors with physical phenomena. Colors that are associated with the sun and fire are called warm colors. Warm colors such as red, yellow, and orange visually advance or come forward. Cool colors are associated with ice and water. Blue, green, and visually recede. It's giving me practice. Yeah, I thought it was going to be more stuff on how to do it for taking notes, but I guess it's just... Alright, so let's see what interested me back in the table of contents here. Oh, this is cute. I like this. It's a bacteria. I'll just go to page 1. instructions. This book of illustrations. Let's see. You have coloring pencils, which I have, or felt tip markers. Color the plates. To achieve maximum benefit of instruction, you should color the plates in the order presented, or at least within each group or section. Some plates may seem intimidating, even after reviewing the coloring notes. However, once you begin to color the plate in order of presentation or titles, you begin to read the text, the illustrations will begin to have meaning, and the relationships of different parts will become clear. Okay. So as you come to each plate, look over the entire illustration. Note the arrangement of titles and station numbers if applicable. Scan the coloring notes for further guidance. Be sure to follow the coloring instructions with each plate. The authors and editors have colored these plates many times during the development of this book. They are giving you the benefit of that experience in these notes. That's good to know. That's very interesting. Seems like they put a lot of thought into this. Most of the time you'll start coloring at the top. Any outline lettered word followed by a small lowercase letter subscript should be followed or should be colored unless followed by a do not color symbol. Pencils. Whatever you choose to do, take care to avoid confusion and identification in review. You may be asked to use colors on plate that were used for the same structure in a previous related plate. Okay. So general rule, large areas should be colored to receive a light color, and dark color should be reserved for small areas. Okay, that's useful to note. So you take care with very dark colors. They may obscure illustration detail, and identification of the part in its structural character will be lost. That makes sense. Okay. Gray, do not color. Color black. Oh boy, there's a lot of instruction here. Identical letter with different superscripts. Do you know parts that are so labeled? Oh boy. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Well, hello, guy. Let's see if I got this correct. Alright, we're going to start by reading this. Importance of microorganisms to humans. We live at the center of a microbial universe. Every breath we take brings thousands of microorganisms to our body. A single pinch of rich soil may contain 8 billion microorganisms. A great majority of them benefit humans by recycling elements of life, producing foods, industrial products, serving as research tools. Others are the agents of disease. This plate briefly surveys some examples of how microorganisms influence the quality of our lives. So this is bold text. I remember that. They said that bold text is important, right? Look over the plate and plan the use of color for each of the 6 groups. Color the titles A through B2. Let's see, A through B2. Okay, so we're going to start by coloring the titles. Okay, in related foods. These foods. Okay. Use lighter colors for larger areas. Try to select colors that do not obscure illustration details. Okay, so they're helping me out. I just want to, because I'm curious here. Yeah, they give instruction for every page. That way you can go out of order and not be lost. Okay. Alright, so A through B. Let me pull out my colored pencils here. I also I've got these. I don't know if they're felt tipped or not. I don't really know much about art supplies. But I've got those, and I've got these colored pencils. They're woodless colored pencils. Can't remember for sure, but I think I bought these at a Barnes & Noble in Alaska. So let's see. Okay. So color the titles. I'm gonna use colored pencils. Let's see if the marker bleeds through. Yeah, it does bleed through a bit. Okay, well, let's start with colored pencils. Maybe we'll try out markers in a bit. So, food by fermentation. Let's just color the subcategories first. I'm gonna do pink for yogurt, like a cherry yogurt or something. For cheese, let's do yellow. Let me set the pink to the side so I don't forget it. I'll put it right there for now. Yeah, I don't think they wanted me to do a pink yogurt, but that's what we're going to do anyway. Okay, let's try. Let's do green for the pickle. That's a pretty color. Green is my favorite color, but I don't necessarily like all shades. This one's coming out pretty nice though. I never liked pickles, but I've gotten into them recently. I discovered one called bread and butter pickles, and they're sweet, and they either have corn syrup in them or sugar in them, depending on the brand. But I like them on ground beef. So I'll just make like some ground meat or something, and I'll eat as much as I feel like plain. Please wait a moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay. Bread. What color for bread? Let's see. Lighter colors for larger areas. Obscure illustration detail. I feel like you'd almost have to pick it out first, then decide afterwards. But, okay. Well. Alright. We're gonna do this for bread. This one's harder to see. I feel like I'm coloring outside the lines with it. I don't eat a lot of bread, but when I do, I am partial to sourdough, potato bread, white bread. Whole grains always gave me a stomach ache, and since I don't believe you need to eat whole grains to be healthy, thankfully I don't have to eat them. I can eat, or I can avoid them guilt-free at least. Alright, food by fermentation. How are we going to do that? There's no explicit A. And there's no explicit B either. It seems like the subcategories are the only ones that are going to be color-coded, so I'll do the titles. Let's do the titles in marker here. Let's see, food by fermentation. Let's see. Food by fermentation. Let's do yellow for food by curdling. Alright, let's see. This actually looks really nice. It was kind of fun. Not a big colorer, but I'm enjoying this. Okay. Oh, right. You know what? I really want to use that blue, so let's use the blue. Dang it. I'm being indecisive here. Let's use green. I'll use the blue for industry, maybe. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. That's coming out a little bit messy. Why is this color harder than the yellow one? Here, I'll figure it out. so A1, that's the pickle. Could use the green one. This doesn't have a line, but I'm pretty sure this is a pickle. There's nothing else pointing to it, so we're going to treat this like a pickle as well. And this. And this. Okay. When it said sausage, I should have known because there's a picture of it right here. It's obviously a hot dog. But when they said sausage, I thought they were talking about, like a breakfast sausage or like a sausage patty or a sausage link, not a hot dog. So let's see, I believe the dark brown is the one I used before. Here we go. I'm glad I set it to the side, otherwise I'd have a hard time being able to tell which was which. Okay. Yeah, because the yellow one is for cheese, right? That yellow one is for the cheese, so this one is for the bread. Okay. Wait a second. So A2, A3, but then there's A3 over here as well. Oh, I see. Look at that. There are other ones here. It's reminding me a little bit of color by number. We're going to start with up here, and then we'll go back down there. Should we name this guy? It looks like a Joe. Or like, I don't know. I don't know what to call this guy. I don't think anybody really dresses like this anymore except old people. Oh, look at that. We're seeing through his shoe and through his flesh. Fun stuff. Gross. Okay. A2 sausage. Yep, this is a hot dog. I like the hot dogs with cheese inside of them. I'm not a big hot dog person. I don't like hot dogs unless I have them with the bun, but I consider the bun to be junk food, so I don't really eat it very much, which means I eat very few hot dogs. But okay, let's move on now real quick. B2 yogurt and A3. Okay, B2 is the yogurt, which is pink. Recently I bought a pack of hot dogs that have like cheese on the inside, and it was actually really delicious. And I was able to eat it without any condiments and without any bread, and I actually really liked it, so goodness. Okay, you know what? Alright, the whole thing's just gonna be pink, guys. Okay. I guess we really could have done any color for this. Now that I see it's the outside of the container. Alright, so... Alright, we're going to learn about here. We're going to learn this stuff now. So... Over the centuries, social customs and traditions have led people to accept and enjoy certain foods produced by microorganisms. Through fermentation, microorganisms transform the organic constituents of food. For example, bacteria naturally present in cucumbers grow in the cucumber and partially digest the plant tissue into a flavorful pickle, seen here in A1. Sausages, A2, are the product of microbial growth occurring within meat and spices. Really, that's interesting. I don't know what that means. Different sausages can be made depending on the type of meat and spices used and the microorganisms that alter the chemistry of the meat. To bake... Wait, okay. Are they saying that there's more to a sausage than just grinding up meat and spices? Interesting. Alright. To bake bread rolls, the baker... Here's the bread roll, right? The baker includes yeast in the dough to metabolize carbohydrates and form carbon dioxide, and the dough rises. Oh, that makes sense, because isn't there like carbon dioxide in sparkling water? I think it's pretty much flat by now. Anyway. Many dairy products are produced through activity of microorganisms. For instance, cheese. Wait, we forgot to color the cheese. Guys, oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna color the cheese real quick. B1, B2. Are there other B's we didn't do yet? No, that's the only one. Okay. Alright, where's our yellow? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no. There we go. Let's do that. Alright. We got the cheese dripping off the sides. I like cheese. I love fresh mozzarella. I love mozzarella balls. I like American cheese with tuna salad, but I like American cheese also with cheesesteaks, actually. I get my cheesesteaks without the bread. I like provolone cheese. And yeah. Swiss smells disgusting. I hate Swiss. I like Colby Jack. Colby Jack is good. Ooh, you know what I love? Okay, so I love raw cheddar, but also there's this thing called horseradish cheddar, which is super good. I love to cut up slices of it cold and put it on top of my ground meat. And just eat it like that with a spoon. Okay, so as we were saying, many dairy products are produced through the activity of microorganisms. For instance, cheese is manufactured by heating milk, adding enzymes to curdle the milk protein, and combining bacteria or molds with the milk curds. Now I'm craving cottage cheese. Alright. During the ripening process, microorganisms deposit the chemical compounds that give different cheeses their distinctive tastes. For example, cheddar cheese takes flavor from the acids produced by lactobacilli and streptococci growing within the ripening curd. Yogurt, so there's our cheese, guys. Yogurt, over here, takes its flavor from the acids produced by lactobacilli and streptococci. Wait, sorry. Cheddar cheese, lactobacilli and streptococci. Yogurt is a form of milk in which bacteria have produced acid from the milk sugar and made the milk sour. Okay. Now we're going to color titles C and C1 and the potato. Okay. Elemental C. Alright. What better color for recycling than green? Wait, we already used green for the food fermentation. For recycling, Actually, let's just pick a color for the potato first. Alright, let's do this orange color. Orang. And this one's broken. I can't decide if I should color this inside part that's white or not. Yeah, we'll go for it. Okay. Potato. Okay, it's not gonna work. Alright, we're just gonna do this. You're highlighting it. Potato. Potato. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Alright, recycling. I'll still use green. I'm just gonna use the light green here. Ooh. This is pretty, by the way. This is like a nice lime green. Okay. Right. I don't know what color to total the elemental. I'm just going to ignore it for now. Okay. Microorganisms are nature's greatest recyclers of elements. Some bacteria, for example, release nitrogen from animal waste. Other microorganisms grow on the roots of pod-bearing plants and bring nitrogen back into the cycle of life by using nitrogen to make organic compounds. These compounds are released into the soil where they are utilized as nutrients by plants such as potatoes. Okay. Continue coloring the titles D through D3 and related objects. Alright. Industry. I've been looking forward to doing this one because I want to use the blue marker for it. I won't forget this light green. It can go back in the box. How many colors do we have here that we can use even? D2 is linen. We're coloring D through D3. So 1, 2, 3. Where's the D1 on here? D1. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Alright, let's do... What color is this? Dark blue. Alright, let's do this for the leather because I want to make his jacket blue. This is not the color of leather, mind you. But that's what I'm doing. Oh, you know what? Actually, linen, D2. Let's do this for linen. He'll have blue linen, you guys. Because I see his shirt under here. We'll make that one. The linen. It's okay, Joe. We're gonna take care of you. Okay. D3. Where's D3? Oh, that says bag. What color should his bag be? Here, let's color his shirt first. There you go, Joe. A little bit of color to you now. I don't know what color I want his jacket, so we're gonna hold off. Let's do paper. What do we do? What color do we use, guys? I don't know. Alright, let's see about this. What color does that make? Okay, we're gonna use this for his leather jacket. We'll use this one for the paper bag. Okay. I bought these pencils years ago and I've hardly used them. I was kind of poor growing up, and so whenever I would get nice things, I would kind of just not use them because I didn't want to waste them. And it resulted in me having a lot of nice things that just never got used, so I'm trying to use my stuff now. So it feels good to be able to use these pencils, finally. There we go. Alright. I'm looking forward to this jacket. So let's see, D1. D1. I'm just gonna make sure I don't accidentally color over anything that shouldn't be colored over. Ooh, D2 for the linen. Yeah, okay, that actually works. We can make his jeans be linen also. Okay, so let's do his jacket and then we'll move on to his pants. I'm just going to outline the outer edges of everything first. I feel like once I get the outline, it'll be easier for me to color because I won't have to stress about where the edges actually are. This is actually nice talking to you guys. I've been wanting to make videos for a long time, but it's always been stressful, but this kind of makes sense. And like not trying to come up with things to talk about even, I'm just talking. Just talking about myself and my life. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that should be it. Cool stuff. This is really fun. I'm really enjoying doing this. Thank you, by the way, if you're watching. I appreciate it. You don't have to watch it for me, though. I appreciate you supporting small content creators if you're just watching it to be nice, but you don't need to be here. If you are liking this, however, I'd like to know what you think of it. Leave a comment, just because, like, I know a lot of the times when I make a video and people don't respond, I kind of wonder what people think of it, because I know more people are watching than leave a comment. And when I watch videos, I only leave a comment sometimes, and I wonder if those content creators kind of go through the same thing as me. So I don't know. Let me know anything. It doesn't even have to be good feedback about the video. It can just be, I don't know, why you're watching this, what you're doing. Just a little bit of something, so I know you're there. No pressure though. It's okay. Linen D2. Oh, there's a D1 over here for leather. Alright, let's take care of the ball real quick. And the shoes. Oh my goodness. Joe, why do you have a brown leather tennis ball? Oh, maybe that's a baseball. I don't know, dude. His shoes match his jacket. I think the instructions said that they don't all have to be the exact same color as long as they're kind of the same. But this is what we're doing. Wait, oh, I recognize this symbol. Look at that. It means do not color, I think. Let's go back to the instructions here. Do not color. Color gray, color black. We got a couple of do not colors over here also. I don't see any gray and I don't see any black, but okay. What is that? The New York Yankees or something? Not totally sure. I don't know a lot about sports. I think Joe's a baseball fan. Is it just me or does Joe look slightly Asian? I can't tell. He could be like white or like Filipino or something. I don't know. So. D1, okay, D2 is linen. We're gonna go back for that blue. I believe that's this one. Yeah. Could do the same things before. I'm gonna do the outline first, and then I'll color in after that. Hey, what if Joe's wearing a jumpsuit? What if his pants and his shirt are actually just one piece and he's wearing a jacket overwards? I could see that. I mean, obviously it's not true because this has line patterns that this doesn't have, but I like to imagine. I know someone named Joe who is young, by the way. It's strange because it feels like an old man name. I get Joseph, I get Joey, but Joe, you don't meet a lot of young people with the name Joe. Yeah, this guy's like in his 20s. Here we go. All right. Continue by coloring the titles D through D3 and related objects. The range of industrial products of microorganisms is broad and includes such diverse products as perfumes, the antibiotic penicillin. Also, the bacterial enzyme protease removes organic debris from animal hides in the manufacture of leather. Certain bacteria produce enzymes that accelerate the transformation of organic compounds. For example, the enzyme pectinase decomposes the pectin fibers that bind cellulose fiber in plants. Interesting. I've heard pectin before. I've heard of the word pectin before. Like, it's an ingredient in food. Like, sometimes I'll get yogurt that has fruit pectin in it. So that's interesting. It decomposes pectin fibers. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a thing related to fruit. Pectin fibers that bind cellulose fibers in plants. Once the pectin is dissolved, the cellulose can be spun to form linen. Other bacteria are employed to produce enzymes to form a starch used in the sizing of porous material during paper processing. Almost done. 2 more pieces. I'm going to put all these back for now. Just clean my workstation a bit. And E1. Oh, wait, there's another D2. Dang it, Joe. There. Just take your frickin' hat. Get the color on your frickin' hat and leave me alone. You got other things to do, Joe. Okay, there you go. Medical research. Super messy. Starting to get tired. I guess I'm rushing a little bit. E and E1. Just gonna do red for the insulin, but this time I'm gonna try to do it nicer. There we go. I think the tip of this red one's a little broken. I don't know if you can like tell. Yeah, it's like bent, but anyways. Okay, this is the insulin. Joe, if you're ever interested in getting off the insulin, I recommend maybe taking a look into the carnivore diet. You know, just take a look into it. You don't have to commit, just be open-minded. Cause look, see, you got sugar. You got sugar, right? I don't know whether you have type 1 or type 2 diabetes, but yeah, apparently the carnivore diet can reverse type 2 diabetes and improve type 1 diabetes. Fun facts for you. Well, I don't know if you'd call them facts or not. They're at least alleged, but I'm pretty convinced personally. Okay. Let's see. Microorganisms are used as models and tools in research laboratories to study life processes. This is because the chemistry of microorganisms is similar to that of all other living organisms. In one technique called genetic engineering, genes from other organisms are inserted into bacteria. This technique programs the bacteria with genetic instructions for the manufacture of a number of chemicals such as insulin. There's our insulin, remember? Okay. Insulin is a hormone that maintains the metabolic machinery of the body and is essential to life. In juvenile onset diabetes mellitus, the hormone is in short supply. Insulin produced by genetically engineered bacteria can be taken by the sophisticated dispensing device shown. There's the dispenser, guys. We're not supposed to color it though. Here's the dispenser. There's the insulin. Complete the plate by coloring the titles F and F1. Last ones, you guys. Okay, what color should we use for this? Let's move on to purple. We haven't done purple yet. Do you have foot fungus, Joe? I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds like it sucks. I wish you luck with that. Ba-ba-da-da. My goodness, this purple's real freaking dark. Disease. Fungal foot disease. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna color it purple. It doesn't look purple though, it looks a lot darker than that, but what is done is done. I have no choice now. Now this, okay, now this also has to be dark purple. I'm gonna try to make it kinda nice. I'm not doing my best, but I am trying at least a little bit. My goodness. No. There we go. Alright, guys, we did it. This is saying that F1, I can't tell if the F1 and line is referring to this or if it's wanting me to color the shoe. Yeah, I'm not going to touch it. I think it's just referring to this. I think the line just doesn't go up all the way. Okay. Now, we're going to read through the last one here. All right. Throughout history, microorganisms have posed formidable challenges to humans as infectious agents of disease. When transmitted from one person to another, certain microorganisms have been responsible for diseases such as plague, smallpox, typhoid fever, syphilis, and AIDS. Modern populations continue to be confronted with life-threatening as well as irritating and inconvenient infections. One example of the latter is the fungal foot disease, athlete's foot. Fun stuff. Did you guys learn about the importance of microorganisms to humans? Oh no. Wow, this really went through. It kind of looks cool though. Oh no, it is on this side. Okay, we're gonna have to be real careful about use of markers moving forward. I actually don't care all that much, which is strange. I would think that I would, but for whatever reason, this just isn't really bothering me. But yeah. So, there's a lot to learn in here. Let me know if you want me to make more of this kind of video or not. But do. So, there you have it, right? We learned about food by fermentation. We learned about food by curdling. We learned about the different industry uses of microorganisms and disease. And I'm just going to quickly, because we didn't do it yet, I'm going to color elemental in black. Actually, I'm going to do it in brown. Because we didn't finish this part. But did do. Well, everybody, there you have it. We've learned about the importance of microorganisms to humans. And this is a sampling of this coloring book, the Microbiology Coloring Book. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you feel well rested. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Just gonna regather this. How many of these do I have anyway? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many were there supposed to be? Oh, there were supposed to be 20, so I'm missing 4. What a shame. Okay, well then. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Rest well.